Hi there. This is clickbait. These kids can't be that crazy. Man, if only it were clickbait. Now, I don't interact with these kids much anymore, but for privacy's sake, I'm gonna give them fake names. This first kid is going to be Rufus. Rufus, at first, seemed pretty normal, which he was most of the time, but sometimes he would go into little fits of rage in which he would become incredibly violent. He was also a compulsive liar at times. Like one time in 4th grade, I was in the middle of class, and I said I was hungry. He then turns to me and begins making out with a cracker from his desk. Like, I'm not just, saying light kissing. No, he was smooching that. That was weird. But when the teacher asked him about it, he said it never happened. That he never did anything, and that I was lying when I told her. I remember it. Man, I never understood that kid. Something he did freaked me out a little more, though. One time, he wanted to play hide-and-seek with his friend group, but the rest of the friend group wanted to play tag. Once they said that, Rufus punched the kid next to him, with no warning. I was fairly close, so I see this kid go right down. I was in shock. This poor kid wanted to play tag, but instead got into the most unfair game of Rock'em Sock'em Robots ever played. Like, seriously, that's just, But the worst thing he did, the absolute craziest thing he could have done in the moment, he bit me! This kid, no joke, did a nom-nom on my reaching appendage. Boy. And he did it hard, too. I was bleeding, y'all. His nom down was so forceful that it penetrated my skin. This kid was crazy, and there is no doubt about that. Now let's get on to our second kid. Let's call her Destroya. She's like Rufus, but plus even worse anger issues, and she yells a butt-ton more. This first story includes my classmates, Captain Crunch, it makes sense if you knew him, Cheese, me, and Destroya. Of course, they're all fake names. Me, Cheese, and Captain Crunch were walking along talking about Captain Crunch ordering Domino's pizza to the school for him and Cheese, because of course I'm never invited to anything. While we're talking, Destroya butts into our conversation, expecting pizza. When she tells us this, we say she can't. She yells at us, saying that we're lying losers that should die. Like, seriously? My second story is shorter, but still confuses me to this day. Destroya was playing a game of Foursquare about 10 feet away from me. I was not a part of this game. And she loses it, she runs over to me and kicks me in the shin. That hurt, man. Man, after those kids, I'm kind of wondering why they're all so angry. And why so many people are angry. Alright, before I go into an existential crisis, let's go to the end card. Hey, welcome to end card. I'm just gonna quickly explain a couple things, just so you know. Probably never gonna explain some of these things again, so listen up. Though, one of them doesn't need to be explained very much at all. First of all, mouths are back now. They're just easier to animate now that I have pre-made frames. And what comes with pre-made frames? My art style is going to be consistent. Finally! Like, my other two videos, well, the first one sucked. Second one was less bad, but still bad. So, and most of that was just because of the art style. But now, it's going to be consistent. Second of all, my upload schedule. I'm going to try to get videos out every, 2 weeks to a month or so. It's going to be pretty consistent, I hope. So, also, I'm going on vacation in like 2 weeks, so don't expect videos in that time frame. You might have to wait a little longer. Really sorry about that. Don't eat glass, and I'll see you in the next video.